don't recommend it. No stars. Hello, the Retromantic here. I've got a special video for you today. I am headed up to Pennsylvania. I'm going to make a bunch of stops along the way for some quirky roadside retro fun. Now I've got a 10-hour drive ahead of me, so these are going to be quick stops. Nothing where you have to go inside a building or that takes a long time to look at or go through, and nothing that costs money. We're going to have a lot of fun. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's hit the road. First roadside stop. Check this out. No, we're not at a carnival ride. This is actually the Ferris wheel of steel fabrication in Hendersonville, North Carolina. Let's check it out. The 55-foot tall wheel stands in front of Jackson Steel. It was constructed around 1970 and was never actually a functioning carnival ride. It was built as a unique advertising for Buildin' Steel, a steel fabricating company. So there's all the inner workings that used to make it actually spin. Pretty unique way to advertise. Instead of passenger cars, the wheel carries flat, painted panels that advertise Buildin's various services. Unfortunately, it's no longer functioning. There's a little ladder you could climb to get up there if it needed servicing, or if you needed to get up there for some reason. When Jackson Steel took over the property in 2007, they talked about taking the Ferris wheel down. The owner said, "We will probably eventually get rid of the Ferris wheel. It's a pain and it doesn't work. I can see it eventually being taken down in a special ceremony here." 13 years later, it still remains. It's taller than the building. I think we're done at the Ferris wheel of steel fabrication. Kind of a neat little stop. Might be something you're not able to see in the future. I enjoyed seeing it, and I'm ready to move on to the next roadside find. so we're gonna make this one quick. It is pouring down rain, so I'm gonna stay in the car. Since the mid-1950s, a 25-foot Indian statue stands outside of Clyde A. Irwin High School in the Asheville area of North Carolina. Meet Chief Willy. He's had a paint job from what I saw online. He had different colors before, but now he's all gold, it looks like. This statue is considered one of the Muffler Men, which are large molded fiberglass sculptures that are placed as advertising icons, roadside attractions, or for decorative purposes, predominantly in America. The first figure was actually a Paul Bunyan character designed to hold an axe. Derivatives of that figure were widely used to hold full-size car mufflers, tires, or other items promoting various roadside businesses. While the fiberglass figures are no longer manufactured, many still exist, with at least 4 remaining on US Route 66, including Chicken Boy and Gemini Giant. There are also some Indian Muffler Men located in Cherokee, North Carolina, that's near me, and another one at a car dealership in Asheville. A little blast from the past, check it out. There's Jeffrey. Good to see you, Jeffrey. Hear that noise, there's construction going on. This truck is actually being used for some kind of construction on building a Hilton Garden Inn. So that's interesting. Recycling the truck here. But I just thought that was really cool and unique to see, so I had to go ahead and get that on film. Made it to Virginia, my old stomping ground. Richmond, Virginia, born and raised. I'm back again with another roadside find. I am now in Roanoke, Virginia. Now let me ask you a question. What would you do if you could visit Graceland right here in Roanoke? Well, it turns out you can. It's just a wee bit smaller. Let's go check it out. So I gotta admit, this is a little strange. It definitely feels like I'm just walking into someone's property. But this location is actually on Roadside America, and it's considered a tourist attraction. Back in the 1980s, Don and Kim Epperly decided they wanted to pay homage to Elvis's legacy. That's when they got the idea to create a miniature replica of Graceland. At first, it was just the home, but it wasn't long before Don started adding some landmarks in as well. He added a building or so each year, and over time he branched out and added concert halls, the Elvis Presley Car Museum, and more. Something actually looks like it's missing there. Don continued to add a building or so each year. When he passed away, no one kept up with the site, and it quickly deteriorated. I'm thinking maybe a lot has actually been taken away. Maybe they're dismantling it or planning to get rid of it, which is pretty sad. The king is still here. There's really not much to see. I thought there'd be more. Nonetheless, it's a unique spot, that's for sure. Graceland. At one point, these were very well kept up, and you could tell a lot of detail and care went into them. It's just not the same anymore. Look, they even had power. They lit up. It's a shame they're not taken care of anymore. That stained glass. All right. Well, folks, Mini-Graceland has definitely seen better days. It's looking more like abandoned Graceland. You can see stairs inside. Alright, so that was a little bit of a letdown, but again, it is still a pretty unique place, and I am glad I stopped. See you later, Elvis. Oh, nothing, just a couple of ginormous bicycles. It's kind of hard to tell scale without me being in the picture. It's really big. They're really big. No climbing on the giant bikes. Hello again! Our last stop for today is also in Roanoke, Virginia, and it is the Mill Mountain Star. Now, this star was erected in 1949, and it was originally meant as a holiday display. However, the people of Roanoke enjoyed it so much that they kept it up, and now it's a year-long, all the time star that has come to symbolize the city of Roanoke. Now, there's a lot of people up there right now watching the sunset. I've come at the perfect time. It's serene, it's beautiful, so I'm not gonna do a lot of talking when I'm up there. I'm just gonna let there be peace. I also know that there's a plaque by the star that gives you a ton of facts, so I'm gonna video that, and that way I won't have to tell you those things. So join me now as we head on up to the Mill Mountain Star and Scenic Overlook. Just me and the trucks, you guys. Obviously, night has fallen. I'm just tooting along here with all the 18-wheelers. I'll get there someday. cream man. Woohoo! Anybody want some ice cream? Check out that building. Looks like a freaking castle coming up there.
Welcome to West Virginia.
I'm not gonna make it, folks. Whoa! And my phone keeps falling out of the holder. Woe is me! Are we there yet? Mason-Dixon line, folks. It's so flat here. Alright, I'm just saying nonsense stuff now to keep myself awake. Boingy, 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 boing. Roar. Ba-bum.
Welcome to Pennsylvania.
Hallelujah! Finally made it to Pennsylvania. I'm not gonna tell you what time it is. You don't wanna know. Right now we're somewhere where steam is actually coming out of the ground. This is what we were looking for the other day when I had the horrifying incident and injured myself. But
it was like a murder scene. Don't let her fool you. There was gallons of blood all over the place.
okay, not gallons,
Quarts.
pints.
Lots of blood.